Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Misha, if you don't already know, and in today's video I'm gonna be doing Ask Mish number 2, you know, part 2, take 2, part letter 2, all of those two. So I asked Instagram and Twitter to send me questions. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, then I'll leave it all below here, and it'll be in the description bar as well down below. So make sure you follow me, okay? Just follow me, keep up with your girl and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna answer some questions. Loads were always somewhat entertaining. And yeah, so without any further ado, without any further stalling, let's get into this, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, cool. So let's answer some questions, shall we? Someone asked me, what part of the island are you from? So my mom's side is from Jamaica and my dad's side is from Barbados. So yeah, from the tribe of Benjamin. I've got a top that says tribe of Benjamin on it. Tribe of Benjamin. So yes, that's me. Someone said, how tall are you? I am 5'10". I mean, I say it's average height, so you guys can get at me in the comments if you want, but I'm 5'10", so yeah. I know you've been in the truth for about 3 to 4 years now. Has it inspired your family to come in? Yeah, so this person's right. I've been in the truth for 3 years. Yeah, June 2017 is when I came into the truth. And has it inspired my family to come in? I mean, no, because when I first started, it was just me and my mum. My uncle was involved, but he wasn't in the truth like properly. And then he came in, and then my auntie came in, and my other uncle came in, and it's been us for like at least 2 years. I have other family members, my brothers, my niece, my nephew, my dad, my grandmother, all of those people. They're not in the truth. I don't know if they want to be in it, but they do respect it in a way. Like, they don't really like hammer me down trying to convince me otherwise or tell me nonsense. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just very chilled with it. They're very just easygoing with it, and they're just like, if I want to do it, then I'll do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's that really. Like, that's where it kind of ends with my. I've got a brother that is into it more than the rest of my siblings. So but he's just doing his research and stuff like that. Whether we've inspired him or not, I have no idea, but all praise to the Most High, he's looking into it anyway. So yeah, then after you've been asked the question, I don't know. How often do you cut your hair? So I don't cut my hair often. I think this is the second time I big chopped. First time I big chopped was 2017 January. 3 years later, 3.5 years later, I cut my hair again, and that's it for my whole life. I don't really like shave my hair off and stuff like that. This is how many times I've done it, literally like twice. Trimmed the ends maybe, but cut it off like this twice. What is your favourite scripture and why? Bear with me. Let me just get my head right. Uno momento, por favor. So my favourite scripture. Oh my gosh, this is all over the gaff, isn't it? Jeez Louise. My favourite scripture is 2 Corinthians 4 verse 18. I would read it, but I can just leave the quote here, and you guys can read it for yourself. But I like it because it just reminds me that these things that are in this world are not forever. People will really want to kill themselves for things that are just gonna die. Do you know what I'm saying? People really want fame and fortune and money and things like that, but when you die, that is it. You're gone. You're not coming back. You can't take all these things with you. I mean, it's always good to aim high in your life, not to be a bum and things like that. Do good for yourself, but I think that it shouldn't be your focus. Like, your main focus shouldn't be just to be rich and get money. Your real focus should be, when I'm not on this earth, where am I gonna go? Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what that scripture reminds me of, and that's why I like it. To look on things that are eternal and not things that are, you know, the opposite. So yeah, I'm looking towards the things like the kingdom that's gonna last forever, and that's what keeps me going. That's that's like remind me to keep on going and not to get caught up on the things of this world. So yeah, that's my favorite scripture, y'all. Salam says, can we fellowship sometimes? As in the body, like, yeah, like you should fellowship with people that go to the same camp as you, in the same church as you, and things like that. You should fellowship with them, definitely, because it's good for this walk. You don't want to be by yourself, you don't want to be alone. So definitely reach out to people, fellowship with people, and yeah, man, it's a good thing. Definitely, not sometimes, always fellowship with people, always. What's the best way to grow your faith and stay strong in your walk with God, in your personal opinion? What's the best way to grow your faith and stay strong in your walk with God, in your personal opinion? The best way to grow my faith, I say, is to me, personally, is listening to classes. Because when I listen to classes, it definitely reminds me, and it definitely helps me to say, you know what, this Bible is for real, this Bible is true, everything that's happening right now in this world is what's written in the Bible. When I watch these classes and I hear leadership bring it out, it definitely encourages my faith, you know, because faith cometh by hearing as well. So like, the more I hear it, the more I'm like, yes, this is where I need to be, this is it. Like, if I do this, if I do that, then Lord, I can get the kingdom and things like that. So I definitely build my faith up by that. I tend to try, before I wasn't really much of a praying person. Like, I prayed, but it wasn't often. Now I'm praying more, and I'm seeing changes in my life that I'm happy for, you know what I'm saying? So, and it just keeps me like steady and focused on God. The more I pray, the more I'm focused on my mind, like on him. If I don't pray, then I feel a bit skew with and things like that. So I definitely think that praying definitely helps build your faith, because you're giving rid of like the stress, and you're giving it to God. You're really just letting it go and not focusing on or leaning on your own understanding, basically. So yeah, so praying and watching classes is my main source. Obviously reading the scriptures, but obviously when you read the scripture, you gotta know what you're reading. So that's why I say the classes are really good, because it really gives you that understanding and that assurance that yes, this is the right place for me to be. Stay strong in your walk, definitely, like, you know, watching classes, praying, reading, communicating. Like, my communication skills are not the best. Okay, everyone has something to work on, do you know what I'm saying? But I know that when I do reach out to my sisters, that it does feel better. I do feel lighter, even if it's nothing about anything serious. Like, it's not be nothing deep or nothing like that, just a casual conversation, see how you're doing, like, I do feel better with that, and that does keep me strong in this walk. Like, if you're by yourself, if you're secluded, it is very hard for you to stay strong, because you're just with your own thoughts. But when you speak to people, you're able to converse with people, you see what they're thinking, and then you can tell them what you're thinking, and they can help you, and like, that will just build you up spiritually, do you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you just keep it to yourself. So I'm really trying to learn to open up a little bit, because sometimes I'm a bit closed, but I'm trying to open up a little bit more to let people understand what I'm going through, what I'm thinking, so that it could help me, and then I could help them in a way. So yeah, that's what keeps me strong in this truth. Talking with my sisters, watching classes, reading scripts, praying, seeking counsel, things like that, is what will help you in your walk with God, really. What kind of music do you listen to on Spotify? I don't have a Spotify account. I have SoundCloud, and on SoundCloud I listen to, obviously, Israel Music UK. I listen to like Afrobeat kind of gospel music, because I like the beat, and when I'm getting ready, I like to listen to it. It gets me hype, you know. I like the Afrobeat praise music, just normal IOIC music, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tend to listen to the most on SoundCloud, not Spotify. I do have albums as well that I've paid for, downloaded. So I've got One Lily, One Dove, I have Benjimeesh, I have Jaleel 12, Solomon the Jew. I have Nia. What else do I have? Yeah, things like that. Just albums on my phone, so I just go through them. I listen to them, so that's what I listen to, guys. If you could play any instrument, musical instrument, what would it be? Piano or drums? Because drums, yeah, oof, when you hear the beat of a drum, like, it can get you really moving. Do you know what I'm saying? Add a drum to a beat, hey, it just changes up the whole instrumental. So I like drums. So if I could, I would like to learn that or the piano, because it's nice and classic. You know, if you can play piano, then it sounds pretty good. You can just sing along to it. It sounds good. So yeah, piano or drums. I don't mind. What inspired you in wanting to learn how to speak Tree? So I've been around Ghanaians, like, I'm gonna say the majority of my life. Like, I've been around Ghanaians a lot. From when my nephew was born, what, 14 years ago, his mum is from Ghana. So from then, I think that's when the love for Ghanaian people just like grew. Do you know what I'm saying? So when he was born, I obviously tried to learn like the language and see like just little words I could remember and ask her. She would tell me. And like they're very family oriented. So obviously his mom's side is just all Ghanaians. So I was learning like a lot about jollof rice and just about the language, and I just loved their energy. I just loved everything about them. So then I was really like, I remembered there was like one word that I remember was called braha. It was 2 words, braha, yeah. And I just remembered that from then. And when I went to high school, there was a friend of mine that was Ghanaian. And she was teaching me stuff as well, teaching me how to dance and things like that. I was like all involved. I was all involved with it. So she would teach me how to dance, and I kind of like told her, yeah, I know a word or two in Tree. And then I told her, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And she was teaching me other stuff and teaching me the music. And I tried to like do some small Afrobeat kind of dancing as Zonta at the time. And I really thought that I was Ghanaian. Really thought I was like, and low-key I still think I am, like. So she would teach me how to dance things, so I would take what she taught me. I can take my head back off in it. I was doing what she taught me, and I brought it to my nephew's mum's house, right? And I was just showing off this small, because obviously I'm Caribbean, I'm from Jamaica, I'm Travis Benjamin. So when I went over there, they're like, oh my gosh, like, you're from Jamaica, you're from da-da-da, so how come you can dance like this, da-da-da? I was like, guys, like, come on, it's just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, back at the ranch, at school, I was practicing, I was watching her, I was like seeing how she does everything. So I was really like engaged in the Ghanaian way of life. So that was really with me. Then I started to like have the accent, like I tried to speak like them, just like the view they're like speaking. And then it just grew, like the love of it. Then I started listening to the music more, and then went to my old church, and they were Ghanaians, and I was just like forcing it with them, and I was like learning words from them and everything, dances, everything from them. So putting everything from my background, from my nephew, my high school friend, went to the old church, and then they were Ghanaians. I brought that to them, like, oh, like, how could you know all of this? I was like, come on guys, you should know this by now. And then they taught me stuff, and then now where I'm right now, in the truth, I'm surrounded by Ghanaians as well. So this time now I was more engrossed, like I was more like serious than back then, even because I've always had it in me, like I like languages anyways. I do like learning languages, but when it comes to Tree, and my sisters are from Ghana, I was like, I'm gonna just go all in. So I was like literally learning properly. I was online learning. I was asking them certain words. I was trying to like listen to Ghanaian songs so I can kind of hear it, pronounce it properly. I was writing it all down. Then I would practice in the week, and then on Sabbath when I see them, I'll like tell them what I learned, and I'll just like throw it in and there. Like some people, I'll be like, I'll know they're Ghanaian, but they wouldn't know I'm practicing, and I'll just say it to them, and oh wow, like, how did you know that? I have a conversation. Hey, it was just too on point. But now my mind has gone to French. Now I've just been on French. However, yeah, with Tree, like I do remember some words. Okay, like obviously the basic words like medasi means thank you, me pacho means please, Monsieur Kasi means I'm learning. Tree, Ghana Fwa means Ghanaian people. What else do I know? Kafa means sorry. What else did I learn? Medo means I love you. Mefewe, I think Mefewo, I think means I miss you. I think. What else did I learn? Obviously Baha Bra. Etisen, how are you? What else did I learn, man? I learned some other words as well, but that's just on the top of my head. I think Efrisen means because. Efrisen. Yeah, those are the ones I can remember. But I used on YouTube videos, like I was following some guy who was telling us like how to use it in sentences. Like I was going all in, okay, because I just like languages. But now, like I said, I've been shifted a little bit towards French, a little bit, you know. So yeah, that's me really. With my French now, just like a side note, with my French, my reading is much better than my speaking and my reading. No wait, I can read and write it pretty much better than I can speak it and understand it. Like if someone was speaking to me in French, I need to break it down, see it visually in my head before I can respond. If I just see it in a text message or something, then I'm able just to say, okay, I know what they're saying. So I need to see things for me to get it. Do you understand? Does that make sense? So that's how I learn. But yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to speak Tree, just basically from my nephew, because his mum is Ghanaian. Long story short, yeah, that's the reason. What do you usually order on an online shop? So normally I buy random stuff. Like it just depends. Sometimes Facebook/Instagram ads get me. Sometimes like I might see some like this colourful dress and it's been following me. I said, you know what, let me just get it. It's been following me all this time, I might as well. Sometimes it's like something small, like earphones or microphones or camera equipment, or maybe a random dress or skirt that I saw. Yeah, or sandals or random stuff, like literally random stuff, or things for my business. It just depends. It just depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest, on what I need it for. But I just tend, most of the time, if I'm gonna go on online shops, I normally get most of my stuff from Amazon. I go to Amazon a lot for a lot of things. Throughout this COVID stuff, Amazon has been my bestie, which is not a good thing, but it's the truth. What's your biggest problem of your life? I would say that one of my biggest problems is that I'm very hard on myself. If I don't get it straight away, or if I know I should know something and I don't know it, or I don't get it, like someone's asked me what's this mean, and I know it, but I'm like, oh snap, I don't know. Like I beat myself up about it, because in my mind I said I should know this, like it's basic understanding, basic knowledge, I should know it. And I can get at myself a lot. If I do something, if I say that I'm gonna do something and I don't do it, that annoys me too, because sometimes my time management, I tend to be distracted with something else, and that other thing gets put on the back burner, or vice versa, and I'm like, damn, I should have done that, because I don't want to let people down. So yeah, that annoys me. But I really am, I'm a bit like hard on myself. and yeah, I don't give myself a break sometimes. Like, some things might not even be that deep, like it just needs to, for me to go over it again or something like that, and I just get mad, overworked and overwhelmed and just fed up with myself. I'm just like, Misha, you keep making the same mistake, or how come you don't know this? Like, get yourself together, like grow up, like all that stuff I'm just telling myself, because it gets like that sometimes. But that's my biggest problem. Just need to just chill out with myself a bit more, give myself some mercy, and know that I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I just need to like, just not take it so deep, you know, and not to get so like emotionally attached to it, I think will be helpful. Because I have a problem in my life, like I can get mad emotional about little stuff and it just doesn't make sense. Do you believe love exists? I would say yes. I'm taking it in a carnal sense of love. I think that as long as you're alive in this world, I feel like there's someone out there for everybody. Whether you believe it or not, I believe that if you're walking this world, walking this earth, there is someone that was made especially for you. Do you know what I'm saying? You just don't know where they are at the moment, but I really believe that that's true, you know, because there's pairs for everything. You got two of everything, you know. You got two arms, two lungs, stuff like that, two legs. Like, I really believe that if you're one part, I believe there's another part for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely I believe love exists. Love is so nice, it's so sweet, it's so warm and nice, isn't it? Like, it's just cute. So yeah, I do. And obviously in a scriptural sense, it's a commandment, so yeah, of course they exist. They are not done away with at all. Someone said, do you easily forgive those that have hurt you? Does your forgiveness depend on the situation? Yes, I do. I wouldn't say it's easy. I wouldn't say I easily forgive someone, like they've done me wrong and like, oh, it's fine, I forgive you. Like, no. Like, it might take me a little bit of time, depending on what they've done. Like, I've been hurt before. Like, everyone's been hurt before. And, you know, sometimes it takes a while for it to be... It takes a while for me, well, personally, to forgive them. Like, sometimes even... Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm not angry at them. Like, you know, I don't... It is what it is. But I wouldn't say it's just an immediate thing. Like, I wouldn't... They've done something to me that hurt me. And, like, a couple minutes later, I'm like, I forgive you. For me, it's a process. If it's, like, a deep hurt. But if it's, like, something random, like they stepped on my foot or something, or they said something that they didn't mean to say, or they done something that they didn't mean to do, and I can say it was a genuine accident, of course I forgive you instantly. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's different levels of hurt. Like, there's different levels to it. But easily, depending on the level, like higher, not that easy. Obviously minor issues, of course, yeah. Does your forgiveness depend on the situation? No. I will forgive you either way. I just don't know how long it will take. How would you like to be called? Well, my name is Misha. Call me Misha if you want. Call me Mish. I get Mish a lot. People just call me Mish, to be honest. That's just... I just go with that. I feel like if I hear Misha, like something's about to go down, like I'm in trouble or something. You know what I'm saying? If I hear Misha, I feel like something is not right. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching Ask Mish take two. Part letter 2, numero 2. You know, nombre, is it nombre in French? Nombre. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got some insight of who I am if you don't already know, and make sure you subscribe if you got this far. Hit the like button, hit the share button, comment something down below, maybe ask me another question in the comments and I'll see if I can answer them. And yes, stay tuned for my next video, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Law's will. Bye.